Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Empyrion Galactic Survival episode 37. I'm Enigmius, and today we're mostly going through this abandoned factory that we're looking at right now, Malco. We came across this when we were exploring the planet. Basically, we got rid of that big cluster of alien structures, and I decided to take a look around at what else there was for us to do, and we came across this place. There's no turrets defending this at any point, which is kind of cool. We don't have to go inside this topside structure. It's all just decorative stuff that we'll gather once we've destroyed the core, just for the crafting components, things like that. We've got some radar dishes that are spinning around. We've got some antennas up there, stuff like that. Over here we have a brand new hover vessel that I made, and I don't know if I did a better job of making this one or if the game has been changed since the last time I had a hover vessel, but this thing actually clips along pretty good and has very, very little difficulty with the terrain. I didn't have a single episode of being flung up into the air in this hover vessel from our base all the way down to here for the abandoned factory, so that was pretty cool. I have blueprints for this guy for you guys today, and I also have blueprints for the small vessel that we made that we park in the back of our capital vessel. So if you guys are interested in those, there will be links in the information section below the video. You can get the blueprints, build the ships, goof around with them, have a little fun. The one thing I want to show you before we head in and start plumbing the depths of this factory is this little cheeky bit down here. You can see this is the wall that goes around the compound, and then right immediately down here from that wall, oh great, we got a drone. Now the reason why we actually built a hover vessel and brought it with us instead of our small vessel is that the hover vessel can actually take care of itself. You can see we dropped that drone directly on top of it. Can we even get inside to drop these goodies off? Yes, we can. It seemed like kind of silly to pass up these free materials when we're standing right next to the container, so that's kind of the thing there. Anyways, we're going to come back over here so you can see we parked the hover vessel. It can take care of itself, unlike our small vessel. It's got turrets. It can shoot down the drones that'll come by from time to time, and we don't have to worry about it. It's very well armored as well. So we come across the wall and we see this down here, and it's mostly closed off. Like, you can see these corners here. I've already opened these up. There were grates similar to the ones that you see down here in the corners that were making it so you couldn't get down to this lower section. But look what's right there. Just hiding in between these two little wells is a epic loot crate that had, in our case, a epic plasma cannon in it. So we had to make some charged cannon ammunition, and then we're going to be hopefully using this at some point on our way through to the core of this thing, and maybe even another epic loot crate. I don't know. We'll find out. Now we have to get out of here, which is a little bit tricky. We have to use the corners that were built in specifically for that purpose, it would seem, and make sure our boost is charged up, and then we can move up. Like I say, we're not going to go in there. We're going to go down here, and we're going to go in, weapons drawn. We don't have a lot of ammunition for our assault rifle, so we're going to be using our pistol a little bit because it's kind of fun and it works and it doesn't require as much ammunition. You can hear all the bad guys creeping around down there, and we're not really interested in taking chances with the bad guys who are creeping around. You can't really tell very well anymore exactly what it is by the noise it makes because there's so much overlap. But we can do our best. That's all we can do. And we're just going to work our way around. We're going to check our corners. We're going to keep an eye out for stationary turrets that we need to destroy before they destroy us. We've got stuff here. Just kind of getting a feel for it. It's mostly about the stuff that we can grab and carry now, like medicine and maybe even food, versus the stuff that we can grab on our way out. Or once we've cleared the place, we can come back when we don't have to worry about carrying around so much ammunition. Look at these guys. What the hell are you guys? aside from dead, I guess, would be the relevant qualifier. And we want to take this out. Preferably, you hear all the noises. You're like, what could possibly be making that noise? And then you realize you don't want to know. You're not interested. There we go. So these guys are alien assassins. That sounds cheerful. Oh, and they carry food and alien parts. You can never have too much alien meat in your lunchbox, I do say. And teeth and other miscellaneous non-edible body parts. Now there's turrets in here, but they're closed off. And I kind of feel like that's the best way for them to be, is just sitting in there happily closed off from the rest of the world where they can't cause any problems for us. And we're going to continue ever downward. Antidote injection. That's something that stacks with things that we're already carrying around. Antidote pills, energy pills we can come back for. Other miscellaneous ingredients. I have this tendency of crowding doors. Is that guy dead? Pretty sure that guy's dead. Are you dead or are you just hanging out? He was just hanging out. I'm glad I tested before I walked right up to him. These guys infect you with something and I don't remember what it is. I think that I have whatever you need to counteract it. But we don't necessarily want to take our chances. Get rid of that. Keep working our way down. I kind of like this place. It's big and it's empty. And there's all kinds of stuff going on in terms of bad guys and things to look at. But at the same time, you don't feel like you're looping around and sort of things where you're going to get lost. Reload. The shotgun takes so long to reload. So, we'll switch to this guy. I think we're running out of potential epic weapons to get out of these loot crates, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I was hoping that one day we might find an epic plasma rifle, but apparently not plasma pulse rifle, but apparently those don't exist in the game yet, if ever. So that's good to know. We don't feel disappointed every time we open a loot crate and hope for a pulse rifle and it's not there. You get another pistol instead. Oh, look at this, see? Perfect example of something that we're happy to take now. And bunch of junk. I don't even know what those are in there, that they're so brilliant red. Oh, I think those are antennas that have been painted. That makes sense, I suppose. So now, no more doors. And I don't know if we can shoot our way through these grates. I'm gonna find out. Oh, we can. Well, that's good to know. So before we move up, we're going to make sure everything is reloaded, which it is, even the sniper rifle. Oh, hello. Let's see if we can... Yep, we got the sneaky going on. Oh, we shot one guy in the head. The other guy, the only place we could shoot him was the junk. We're not proud of it, but this is war. If that's the only place that's available to shoot at, then that's what we're gonna shoot at. Hello. He's got his belly mouth. Because no alien nightmare is complete without a mouth in their belly. It's the direct line for eating people. It just goes straight to the belly, no throat, no goofing around. Just get it in there. We're coming around. The wide open corners are the ones that I'm a little bit concerned about. And here is where I was looking around previously. I got to this point, got through here, found out for the second time, actually that was the first time, found out for the first time, and then just relearned again that we could clear our way through here without having to have the core destroyed. We could get through the grates and come down here. There's another grate. And then you drop down and you're in a room, and we actually have to save before we drop down here because it's that insidious. Now, one thing we will do before we go any further, I'm going to swap in the plasma cannon for the sniper rifle, get rid of the sniper rifle, and now let's just jump down here and give you guys an idea of what we're up against. Yeah, that's right. A pair of cannon turrets. And, of course, all of these little nightmares running around down there making asses of themselves. It's not a friendly place, this place. So what I want to do, the sneaky bit here, is the rockets and plasma cannons are the only handheld weapons that I know of that you can use to break down blocks in alien structures now. Specifically changed from being able to blow them up with whatever you happen to have on hand. If we can modify the structure, we can give ourselves maybe a slightly better line on our target so that we can hit it without it being able to hit us. I think that's the goal, because there's not a whole lot you can do against a pair of cannon turrets as a person running around on the ground. They just do a lot of damage and they shoot very, very rapidly, and then if you throw in the nightmares that are running around down there, it's a bit much. So we're slowly kind of working our way back until there we go, we can see the fence around one of the turrets. And we're just crossing our fingers that we're going to have enough ammunition to make all of this work, because it would suck if we fell short by just a few rounds for the old plasma cannon. There we go. So there's the fence around the turret, and then we're going to shoot hopefully under the block to the fence, and then the splash damage will get the turret. That's the plan anyways. And turrets make big booms when they're destroyed, so we'll know if we've got it. Hopefully. There we go. Minus one turret. Then we're going to sneak over here. So yeah, we should be able to get the other turret from here. With any luck. Sneak it in under that corner there. I'm optimistic that we're going to get this turret. Got 10 more rounds, and I don't think we're going to need all 10. There we go. Second turret destroyed. And now we just have to deal with these nightmares who are in a very compromising location. This is a good time to switch weapons for some explicit mayhem. That was just sloppy. Oh no. Be a bad time to find out that I didn't get that turret. But we did get them, and that's what matters. I am now just checking for spawn pads that could bring more nightmares into our lives that we really don't need. There we go. Get rid of this guy. And we'll head back down that hallway and explore momentarily. I just want to see what's in this. We'll take the ammunition. We'll take the missiles, the food, and we don't need another tier 2 sniper rifle. Look at all this crap. I don't even want what's on that guy. Testing. Testing what? Testing the cannons? Area 1B. I guess these are the targets and those were the cannons. So I'm hoping that that's all we're going to encounter by way of turrets in this place. Wow. There's another level down there. I wonder if the red light there is foreshadowing. Don't go down here, it's very creepy. Make sure we're loaded. Can't fully load it, but we can at least partially load it. And start off with this guy if we catch anything at range. Alright, I hear you. Oh god. All the noisy things, making all the noisy noises, doing our very best to not crowd them and definitely not crowd the spawn pads, because if we can keep the spawn rate down, that works in our favor and not theirs. Oh, we got more meat and rocket launcher, tier 2 shotgun. I mean, the rocket launcher is interesting and all, but it's not that interesting. Here we go. Ammunition. Exactly what we need. I hear you. Come on. Everybody around the corner, one at a time. That's exactly the scenario that I'm looking for. There's a lot of them. There's definitely a lot of them. Checking the corners. So I hear the noises and I see that the grates, there's actually a layer above me. This is actually a reasonably efficient way of taking these guys out. 2 shots from the sniper rifle. It would be just 1 shot if I was hitting them in the head, but that's a little bit tricky. So we got 2 doors here. What are you? Those are the ones where the headshots, I think, came in handy. These are alien assassins. In this light, I can't tell if that's armor or just different body coloring. But I will say those guys are creepy as hell. Oh, another red one of these. Plasma cannons, a pair of plasma cannons, a harvesting module. And we're gonna give ourselves some space here, make sure that we're loaded. What do we got in there? Anything? Oh, we got some dudes. Right in the back of the head. That could have gone a lot worse. Oh, out of ammunition in this guy. And we got 2 red containers. And wasting all kinds of ammunition. There's more bad guys around here somewhere. It sounds like they're above me. 8.3 millimeter bullets, 120 meter missiles, rocket launchers, plasma cannons, CV thrusters. Even if you just plop them on a ship and dismantle them, there's good components in there. More 8.3 millimeter bullets. More gold, minigun, plasma cannon, laser rifle. Can't destroy those with ye old weapon. What do we got up here? There's a door on the other side that I missed. Or I wouldn't say necessarily missed so much as just hadn't cleared yet. What's this up here? Anything? No, it's just an empty walkway. There it is. And look at all these containers down here. Oxygen, yes. We will take the oxygen and planters. Small med kits. I do have some adrenaline shots. Shotgun shells will be very happy to take off the aliens' hands. Great. Just great. Look at these generators. Are these the large generator tier 1? Yeah, they've got some decent components to grab out of them. And that looks like it. That looks like the abandoned factory, and all that's left is for us to leave, top up our oxygen and our food, and come back and clean the place out. I had no idea when I came in here it was going to go down this deep, but the simple fact of the matter is I don't hear any more aliens clopping around, making noises, and just being generally rude and disagreeable. And we got quite a bit of stuff out of this. So all in all, I'd say it was a pretty good adventure as these things go. The next episode, I have no idea exactly what we're going to be doing. I need to gather a lot of materials. I need magnesium. I need more promethium. I already cleared out one deposit of promethium since the last episode. We need iron. We need to make sure that we've cleared out the rest of the alien structures on the planet. So I might do another montage of clearing out the various miscellaneous ones that we may have missed up to this point. And then we're going to be off to the next planet. And I don't even know what planet that will be, but it will be one that we haven't been to before. I guess is the best way to describe it. You know what we haven't found in here is the core. We have yet to find the core, although I have to say, I'm not in the world's biggest rush to dismantle the core, given the lighting situation. And once again, we just went around in a big-ass circle. All right, here we go. So that's been this episode. And remember, the blueprints for the Dragon, which is the small vessel that we built, and the Bumblebee, which is the hover vessel that you haven't seen yet, will be in the information box below the video. You can take a look. Like I say, the Bumblebee is just a fun, silly little vessel that actually, in this case, turns out to have worked really, really well for its stated purpose. And the Dragon, of course, is kind of a short to medium fire support, kind of a small vessel. It's good for running around when you need the punch of a slightly larger vessel, but don't want to waste the fuel of a capital vessel. The downside to the small vessels, of course, is that they can't mount turrets, so they can't defend themselves the way a hover vessel can, or even a capital vessel. So there's a trade-off for both. And if you want to just kind of download the blueprints and mess around and have a little bit of fun with them, then that's kind of the ideal situation. It's not necessarily offered as the best things you can get your hands on, not yet. And as always, you can leave your comments and feedback in the information section, or sorry, in the comment section below the video. I'm trying to navigate and talk at the same time, and clearly it doesn't work. So I'm going to get out of here. We're going to finish looting it. Next episode, we'll see what we're doing. So thanks for watching, guys, and take care.